Welcome back to Tactical and Practical. I'm going to show you the best ad I saw all October. It was so good. It was so good. You guys are going to love it. This episode is brought to you by IntelliGems. You already know the deal. If you want your ads to work better, start testing stuff on your website. Go to intelligems.io, and now you can use code NATE10 for 10% off your subscription. All right. I'm going to show you this ad, but before I do, as I'm talking through every minute detail of what made this a great ad, I need you to be thinking about your own advertising mix. I need you to be thinking about where customers are at in their lives when they see your ad and how your creative is speaking to them at that moment in time. Because I want you to be able to use the principles that I'm about to show you in your next batch of ad creative. So, with that said, here's the ad. Oh my goodness. Guys, look how perfect it is. Look how perfect this ad is. If you guys are listening and not watching on Twitter or YouTube, get over there. But for those of you who don't want to, I'll tell you. The picture I'm showing on screen is an ad that is on the top of a gas pump. It is promoting a $5 Red Bull and breakfast sandwich combo. And I saw it the other day, and I just thought it was the best ad I've ever seen. So here's why I think this ad is perfect. First of all, the time of day. They flip this ad to something lunch and dinner related as the day goes on. So this is first thing in the morning. It was like 8 a.m. the other day when I saw it. Great time of day to be showing this ad. More importantly, it's a great time in my life to be showing this ad because it's not just that I'm hungry for breakfast food. If you're filling up for gas at 8 a.m., you are in a rush. No one wakes up with enough time to like do that activity calmly. So you might already be doing the math in your head of like, oh, do I have time to stop for coffee today? Do I have time to stop for breakfast on the way to work? This is this is taking all of that into account, saying, hey, listen, we know you only came here because you needed gas to get to work, and this is probably cutting into your morning routine. So if you need a quicker way to get caffeinated and to get fed, we've got a way to do that. Just come inside. All right, for this one, I want to talk about how the creative did the targeting here. There's always ads on top of the gas station pumps. I've never seen them until they put a giant Red Bull can on it. That is the creative doing the targeting for them, and it got a Red Bull addict like myself to really get excited about it and notice it. Next up, I want you to take special note of the price anchors here, okay? Because as you are filling up for gas, let's see, what does premium gas cost in South Carolina? Costs $3.39. Not to flex too hard, guys. I drive a car that requires premium gas. Okay, sorry, but premium gas is $3.99. I'm getting 22 gallons of it. So I'm paying $75 already. So that big $5 call out on this breakfast sandwich and Red Bull combo offer is nothing. The difference between spending $74 and $79 at the gas station is absolutely nothing. So this is priced perfectly and price anchored beautifully. All right, the last thing I love about this offer, it's a bundle. It increases AOV. I was going to run into the store and grab a Red Bull anyway. I had no plans on getting breakfast, but just because this offer was in place, I was like, well, let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese croissant. Because they showed me how to spend more money here. Promotes higher AOV. It's an upsell, promotes bundling. This ad is just perfection. So the next time you're making ad creative, I need you to think about when your customers will be seeing this, what's going on in their lives. And in this case, I was running errands in the morning and I was already kind of late and rushed. How does your product meet your customers where they're at? If that's not clear, like this one was, you need to craft headlines and messages that explain to them how your product meets them exactly where they're at. How is their current situation improved or relieved or solved by adding their product to by adding your product to their lives at that point in time. Next, make sure the visual hook isn't just designed to get attention, it's designed to get the right attention, right? That ad was perfectly designed to get my attention. Someone who doesn't like Red Bull at all is probably not responding to that ad, but they probably chose to put that on there because they sell a ton of Red Bull, and they're like, we're going to use that as the visual hook to get people to come in and buy a sandwich too. All right, next, compare the value of your product to something in your customers' lives that make it look like a great deal, right? We all know that you can price anchor with your merchandising strategy on your website, but this isn't even really a price anchor. This is like a value anchor. This is showing that, like, hey, listen, we're barely even talking about money here. You just spent $75 on gas. Get a $5 Red Bull and sandwich bundle that's going to make your day a lot better. Hey, puppy. If you're not watching online, this is why you got to watch the podcast on YouTube or Twitter. My dog just came up. She's gonna hang out. All right. What is my last bullet point here? All right. Give customers a chance to spend more money. I think this is something that this ad does super well that none of us in D2C do well at all. It gave me an opportunity to spend more money than I was planning on. I was going to get gas anyway. That $75 I spent there was a non-negotiable. There's even a world where I was already going to spend the $3 on the Red Bull anyway, but they got that extra money from me because they put a bundle offer in front of me at the right time. This is something that I've been talking to brands about for a year, and I still don't think people are grasping it. There are customers who come to your store that the only reason they're not giving you more money is because you don't give them a clear path to. You don't show them any offers that require more. But every single one of your brands has very rich people that shop there. Give them a chance to give them more of your dollars. So that is my breakdown of the best ad I saw all October. I would love for you guys to reply with the best ad that you've seen in the last month. Thanks so much for listening to Tactical and Practical, brought to you by IntelliGems. I will see you next time.